it is becoming increasingly beautiful. Increasingly beautiful. Who are you rocking these days? Tell me who has been, putting all this together.
Oh yeah, that's authentic.
Authentic. Okay.
Authentic. Papa.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a gentleman who is probably the one who supplies me and then my
Your
gang within the setup.
Gang.
Yeah. Very soon we are admitting you into the fold.
Gang.
Yes.
No
So anything suit from the UK especially.
That's right.
Yeah, he's your plug.
Yeah.
It's your plug. So if you want to link up, get in touch.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, so
yeah, man. Hotel.
Authentic.
Hotel in the building.
Hotel in the building.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
But
Charlie,
looking good, man.
yeah.
See the shirt and the hints in the suit. Hey, Charlie. Flits there, Charlie. You just did me laugh.
Charlie,
I bow. I bow, Ibrahim. I bow.
Anyway, let's. Yes, he said. What is it? Oh, young Kwabo says, I know what's.
Oh, we ain't she. Is he there, Derry?
No, Kenya. Yeah, that's the point. Kenya is actually literally burning.
Wow.
And it started like, some young people on the streets. Let them make some noise.
Now they are stepping it up. I was told by a friend who did studies and work in Kenya.
Yeah.
He says, look, if you thought Nigerians know how to protest, wait till Kenyans hit the streets.
Wow.
Because they don't stop until they get what they want.
Wow.
They don't stop. And if you look back to their history, when they hit the streets, they are there until they get what they want.
Oh, okay.
So I think the president, for what's worth, when he said he wants to have a conversation with them, he should have it.
Yeah.
He shouldn't just say it and go and sit somewhere.
Yeah.
He should really have that conversation.
Yeah.
And then address their concerns. Because if he placates, the guys will still be on the streets.
Wow.
They won't leave.
Wow.
And I mean, yesterday was also evident that five
of our own MPs are in danger there.
Wow. So have they been moved to Ghana?
We are here to get an update. But what we know is that the place was set ablaze. Parliament was touched.
Wow.
And you see, the reason why this is more scary is that this is the first time Anglophone Africa is going this way.
Yeah.
Of course, we know Burkina Faso and what they did. They chased out the MPs and then succeeded in toppling Blaise Compaoré's government, right?
Yeah.
But that was it. They said, oh, that's French Africa, no problem. Then English Africa lay siege in Parliament. MPs are unable to exit because once you exit, you are persona non grata. And they're treating them like rats. So then they touch the building to force you out. When you start inhaling the smoke. Wow.
It's amazing.
And for their troubles, more than 10 people were shot dead because the military had to intervene and what have you. Here's the thing. I think the message has been sent. And this is to the youth. The message has been sent.
Yeah.
That tax line, which is just like our e-levy, that they were opposed to, has been yanked, we are told, scrapped, deleted.
Then that should be it.
Not rate reduced, deleted.
Gone.
So they got something we couldn't get. So in case they don't know, right, they've actually done something we couldn't do. Even though Nkrumah and then their four bears were together like that, right? So like,
Nyerere and Nkrumah.
you see that thing?
That point.
Yes. So at least we give them their flowers. Now they should go and listen to the president.
Okay.
Burning and then because Charlie taking over parliament is like synonymous with staging a coup d'etat.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, and that's why it's always good to foretell and forestall. They saw this coming. When there's protest,
read the room.
you think there are no vagabonds in Kenya who will join the protest?
Of course.
They are the moderate, all right. Who will say that? Oh, we've gotten what we want. Let's go. The others will no. See how far we have come.
Let's go more.
That's the point.
That's where the problem is.
That's where the problem is.
Yeah.
And yesterday I was at the program and Chasabugri, the former SADA boss, who has been involved in virtually every CSO that has got to do with development and what have you, in our country, on the continent, and in the world as well, because at the point he was in charge of, I'm told, UK's one relief agency and whatever. Little did he know that the protests in Kenya had turned violent and many people had died. So when he was speaking, he had said that he's looking forward to a day when spontaneously without mobilization from any established group, say political party or individuals, the youth
We hit the streets.
and then hold our leadership accountable. Because from what he said, he's lost faith in totality in the leadership of this country. He says, and I don't know whether to say fortunately or unfortunately or sadly, Mr. Abani, who is a UN resident coordinator, agrees. He says the democracy we practice is just cyclical change after every 8 years. And one step forward, one step back. And I'm quoting the UN resident coordinator. Pepepe. And so it's created a lot of despondency in the system. The youth are not seeing the dividends of democracy.
And so we should amend our ways.
That's the point.
So that's why, and I keep saying this. Much as I hear the conversation about despondency, Ibrahim, it's not also lost on us that I think for many people, when they are done voting, they don't police their vote.
Oh yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
And that is the side of democracy that people don't pay attention to.
Exactly.
It's not enough to show up on election day, vote, and then assume
Yeah.
that things will work by itself
Yeah.
because you have voted.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You have made a choice. That choice must be policed. You must ensure that what you have subscribed to, you get full benefit out of
Yeah.
it. Right?
Yes.
So, your MP, your DCE, your president, ministers, everybody that your tax pays for, you must demand accountability. That's it. That's all you have to do. And it should not be as and when, whether the person who I voted for is in power or not. Demand that the right things are done.
Yeah.
Because over time, when you are demanding for the right things to be done, those become the dividends of the democracy that you're looking for.
Yes. Yes.
In an autocratic situation, you have not made a choice. So what they feel is what they give you.
Exactly.
In a democracy, you've made a choice. So that choice you've made, you must police that process and get the dividends you're looking for.
True.
Basic.
True.
When was the last time any MP, right,
Yeah.
had his constituents come to his house, not for funeral donation or school fees
Yeah.
or all those other things, but constituents coming and saying, MP, we need to see you this weekend.
Yeah.
We need to have a conversation about the things you are taking on our behalf. We need an appraisal and accountability done for the projects that you are bringing.
Yeah.
How much it's costing, value for money. That's how we move the needle when it comes to democracy.
True.
But if it's always we voted,
Yeah.
you say that for 3 years,
Yeah.
and you think that the only way to hold them accountable is on election day. I'm sorry. Then we are not learning what democracy is really about.
Yeah.
Democracy is process. Step 1, make a choice.
Yeah.
Step 2, police that choice.
Yeah.
Demand accountability from those who you have voted for to give you value.
True.
If you don't do that, and you keep pointing, he's the problem, you are also part of the problem.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point. And you see, if they had started sharing their concerns, engaging leadership
Yeah.
from Kenyatta's days to Ruto's days today and what have you, I'm not sure they will have had that bottled up emotions.
Pent up emotions.
Yes, that will now explode.
Yeah.
And just like the SARS protests in Nigeria, we are counting dead bodies.
Sad.
Sad.
Very, very sad.
Sad, but it's
I hope we draw the line in the sand now,
Yeah.
and then the better lessons are learned
Yeah.
going forward.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Anyway, headlines now. Daily Graphic banner headline: at the Graphic Business Time Big Breakfast meeting, we need bailout. Farmers, agribusiness purveyors demand of government. Charlie, but the government is looking for bailout too.
Oh,
They are on
yes.
bailout. So
Yes.
Anyway. Also, we must work towards food self-sufficiency. Graphic MD rallies Ghanaians. Stanbic Bank pledges financing. Stalled projects will resume soon. President Akufo-Addo assures.
Yeah.
Okay. Wasimor practice on the rise. Study reveals. And then, as I said, I think from last week, there's been a certain consistency in reporting on the water leak level at the Akosombo Dam.
Yeah.
It's here today. Water level as of last year, on this date, was 264.77 feet, right? This year, same date, is 265.02 feet, which means it's increased
Yes.
year on year.
It was
Yeah,
The-
but
the
it's
rains are
very
here.
marginal. It's 0.00. This one, my math has to kick in. 265.02,
Yeah.
and then 264.77. It's like, I don't know. It's less than 1 feet.
Yeah.
Definitely less than 1 feet.
1
but
feet,
yeah,
yeah.
that's where we are. Okay. Back page of the Daily Graphic. Work begins on Nima Drain reconstruction. Sod has been cut for the reconstruction of the 1 kilometer Nima Paloma Drain under the Ghana Accra Resilient and Integrated Development Project, the GARI project.
Yeah.
So the project spans the ring road through Asalam down at Abraka to Odona in the main Odo drain.
Yeah.
The closed drain, which will be 10 meters in width and 3 meters in depth, is expected to be constructed over an 18-month period to improve its water carrying capacity.
Yes.
A Ghanaian company, Araco Construction Limited, is executing a project which forms part of efforts to mitigate the impacts of perennial flooding in Accra. The sector minister, Kujopon Nkrumah, cut the sort for commencement of work yesterday here in Accra. And present were Deputy Minister of Works and Housing, Dr. Prince Hamid Ama, the Regional Minister, Daniel Ni Kwati Titus Glover, Member of Parliament for Klote Kwali, Dr. Zaneto Rawlings.
Yeah.
Others include the CEO of the Ghana Hydrological Authority, Dr. John Kisi, the MC for Klote Kwali, Samuel James Ni Ajay Tewia, and the Adabraka Atukwai Manche, Ni Tete Ajabing II. Okay. So the coordinator of the project, Dr. Kojo Ohine Safo, explained that to the paper that after construction, there will be a year for defects liability.
Yeah.
On the cost of the project, he said, we looked at it at the evaluation and we are able to get value for money. There are certain requisites to be met, including payment of compensation to affected persons and businesses. Contestations had to be dealt with. Environmental and social management had to be dealt with so that the contractor can develop an environmental management plan. The sector minister also urged all persons living in the communities along the project area to cooperate with the contractors and also desist from dumping solid waste into drains. Quote, the state cannot be spending so much on infrastructure only for it to be undermined by bad behavior.
Yeah.
I think we had a big bite on this matter of cleanliness and the things we have to do yesterday. La launches Homowa Festival. So the people of La have also launched this year's Homowa Festival with their commitment to use the event as an avenue to promote peace and development. Okay. The launch was done by the La Shikitele. Hope I mentioned that correct. Ni Ajay Kofe the fourth. He's urged stakeholders to observe the rights and guidelines, including the ban on noise making. Other than the ban is not to prevent business from operating, they can still make use of cultural songs. Okay, all right. So that's for the Daily Graphic newspaper.
Okay, let me give you Ghanaian Times then. 2024 elections, I will safeguard Ghana's democracy. President pledges ahead of December 7 polls. And of course, President is in a hearty handshake here. We told bidding goodbye to Henrik Miazieslo Jagozinski, the outgoing apostolic nuncio to Ghana. Yeah. 84,263 candidates involved in exam malpractices in past 3 years. That's according to WAEC. Don't abolish death penalty for all. Intentional murderers do not deserve to live. First Deputy Speaker insists. Joseph Osewusu here. And okay, the other one, the other headline here is it's an advertisement. It comes with a picture of Eslausu Ekufu. Tech hubs. Okay. So that's it for the Ghanaian Times. When you go to the back page, mitigating Accra floods, Works and Housing Minister called for construction of Paloma or Dot Drain, and let's unite to fight challenges confronting northern regions. Overload of Dagmon edges chiefs. That is it for the Ghanaian Times.
Daily Dispatch. Opoku Prempeh seeks collaboration with traditional and religious leaders. I will ensure that December 7 elections reflects the will of Ghanaians. Akufo-Addo. Fan Milk Company appoints Mrs. Frida Duplan as new chairperson. Okay, all right. That's for the Daily Dispatch.
Okay, Daily Post this morning. Mahama is squeaky clean. You can't smear him with corruption. Benefson, 3 other pro-MPP editors told after they syndicated a fake story about the former president on their front pages. That is it.
But wait, is it a fake story? Because I've seen other portals also do it. You proceed.
Okay.
Proceed.
Okay. So the other headlines here. Okay. Ambulance case. Take the witness stand if you are a man. Edudi Tamakulo Des Attorney General. And Mahama appointees allegedly blew $8.4 million on Dubai real estate. NDC leaders on property buying spree in Dubai. And of course, it's been stamped fake. Okay, so all those stories. So the story is not really about Mahama, but the story was about the appointees. But you could see the linkage.
Yeah.
Of course, and I'm sure that's where the syndication is coming from. So from Dispatch to Daily Statesman to the National Voice to the Metro Lens, all of them have been stamped fake here.
From what I see per the stories, it's actually an investigative report named Dubai Unlocked by the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project.
Okay.
I'm told that it's a group of investigative journalists across the world who have this project that they do in certain countries, and they came up with this report.
Oh, okay.
About 4 politically exposed persons in Ghana
who
own several properties in
Dubai. Oh, okay.
Worth billions of dollars.
Okay. And like I remember yesterday saying that if this ought to trigger an investigation, why not undertake the investigation?
Yeah.
If they acquired these properties through dubious means, let the law deal with them.
Yeah.
Yes. Just as we call for people who are in this government who have reportedly or allegedly been engaged in one corrupt act or the other to be investigated and dealt with. Same across board.
Yeah.
Yes. But Daily Post ought to prove what it meant by the fake story.
Yeah.
Is it that the investigative piece does not exist? Is it that this particular site which published the story, group of investigative journalists that you mentioned, do not exist, and that is a fabrication? Again, the individuals who have been mentioned equally have the opportunity to speak to these matters. It's as basic as it is. Yes. So that is it for the Daily Post this morning.
Okay. Should I read the original story?
Of course.
It's on GhanaBusinessNews.com. And knowing Emmanuel the way I know him, if a story doesn't have legs, he will post it.
Yeah.
So it says, 4 politically exposed persons in Ghana have been cited in an investigative report named Dubai Unlocked by the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project to own several properties in Dubai worth several billions of dollars. The individuals, including former ministers of state and a former Supreme Court judge, are linked to apartments in Dubai worth $100 billion. The individuals are Moses Asaga, former Minister of State and former Member of Parliament for Napdam for many years, Innes Officiani, former Member of Parliament for Tamale Central, former Minister of State, Justice Anthony Benin, a former Justice of the Supreme Court of Ghana, and Dr. Joseph Kweku Asamoah, a former Finance Director of the Electoral Commission of Ghana. Now, Dr. Asamoah, who is registered as a co-owner of 2 properties costing a total of $623,600 as found in the leaked documents, however, told OCCRP that he had not paid for them and that they were acquired by another person. But he didn't mention the person's
name.
Moses Asaga, who was also once the CEO of the Ghana Petroleum Commission, is linked to one property costing $133,300. Justice Benin, who also once served on the ECOWAS court, is linked to 2 properties costing a total of $412,300. Innes Officiani is linked to 20 properties costing a total of more than $6.2 billion. According to the OCCRP, that worked on the investigation with reporters from across the world, they uncovered in the leaked property data dozens of other convicted criminals, fugitives, and sanctioned individuals who have owned at least one piece of real estate in Dubai. There are also political figures and their associates, including those accused of corruption or who have kept their properties hidden from the public. The OCCRP said the leaked records, which dates largely from 2022 and 2020, were initially obtained by the Center for Advanced Defense Studies, a Washington, D.C. nonprofit that researches international crime and conflict. The data was then shared with the Northern financial outlets E24 and OCCRP, who coordinated an investigative project with more than 70 media outlets around the globe. Journalists spent months confirming the identity of owners in the data using open source research, official records, previous leaks, and other forms of reporting. Only those individuals whose identity could be verified and who are considered in the public interest, either because of their alleged criminal past or political prominence, have been included in this project, the OCCRP said. The new data, it said, built on earlier leaks of Dubai property records from 2016 and 2020, providing a more up-to-date look at who owns what across the city's skyscrapers and opulent villa communities. From alleged Australian cocaine traffickers to the relatives of African dictators and a coterie of sanctioned Hezbollah financiers, the findings reveal how the city has opened its arms to disreputable characters from around the world. UAE officials, including at the Ministries of Interior, Economy and Justice, and Dubai Police, did not respond to detailed questions. But the country's embassies in the UK and Norway sent a brief response to reporters saying that the country takes its role in protecting the integrity of the global financial system extremely seriously. In its continuing pursuit of global criminals, the UAE works closely with international partners to disrupt and deter all forms of illicit finance, the statement said. The UAE is committed to continuing these efforts and actions more than ever today and over the long term.
Okay.
That's the story.
So at least out of the 4 individuals, one was contacted and then there was a response.
1 out of the 4, yes.
1 out of the 4. And his response was that though the properties might be in his name, somebody else bought them.
So he got the one who responded.
The former EC
of 2 properties.
Yes.
2 properties. He said they were acquired by another person.
Oh, okay.
And that he had not paid for it. It means he had expressed interest.
Okay.
But had not paid. Somebody else has paid for it.
Okay.
Who that person is, he didn't mention.
Okay. Yeah, like I said.
The rest have not responded.
No problem. They should respond.
So that's Musa Saga,
Yeah.
Justice Benin, and then Alaji.
Inusafishini. Yes. All right. So Daily Satellite is the next paper I have.
Yeah.
Okay. So no, I was done with Daily. Okay, you were also no. So it's your turn.
You were on post when I did this.
Yeah. Okay.
Story.
So I'm done with the post.
Okay.
So you can go.
Then Daily Statesman, no space for vigilantes. President Akufo-Addo. Baumia's role in 2012 election petition contributed to Africa's democratic growth. Nima Paloma drainage project takes off. Ocheman tax force calls for arrest of police informants. And Bank of Ghana refutes claims of withheld $8 billion by MTOs and fintechs. Those are the headlines for Daily Statesman.
And Liz is asking a question, and I'm reading as it came. It says $6.2 billion.
Yeah.
Inusafishini. Hey, myself. You see, when you got there, myself, I exclaimed silently.
20.
Like more than half of the IMF bailout.
Oh, it's more. It's actually
more than half. What I'm saying
is 3 billion.
Yeah, so it's okay. So the IMF bailout is actually less than even half.
Yes.
Anyway, let's hear from you first.
Yeah.
This one here. Daily Satellite. Tax waiver scandal 1. Chinese beneficiary company of MPP tax waiver evading millions of cedis at Tema. I have reduced the number of fishing trawlers in our waters, our Kumsin, and BOG denies $8 billion lost due to fintechs transfer operations. But Okay, let me get that back. We spoke to Dr. Richmond Atuahene on this. So let's hear what the central bank is saying. BOG, where is BOG? I see it. The Bank of Ghana has refuted assertion that Ghana lost $8 billion in the last 2 years due to fintechs and money transfer operators withholding countries' foreign currency reserves. It said that the media assertion was misleading and not grounded on fact. Quote, all remittance inflows are credited to the Nostro account of partner banks or payment service providers. As such, no BSP holds any forex inflows from inward remittances. The partner banks credit the local city accounts of PSPs for onward transfer to beneficiaries, the central bank noted in a statement. However, the BOG position has been contradicted by industry players who suggest that BOG is well aware of the problem, but it is somehow collaborating with the people sabotaging the economy. It noted that the country has seen a consistent increase in remittance inflows year on year, though the Bank of Ghana does not license MTOs since they are based abroad. The bank, however, said it conducted due diligence on MTOs who partner local banks and or fintechs to deliver remittances into Ghana as part of the authorization process. Of course, as part of the regulatory obligations, the central bank noted that both banks and fintechs engage in inward remittance services regularly, submit prudential returns to the BOG. Okay, so in essence, Bank of Ghana says no money is lost. I have reduced. Okay, I've given it down already. My GTP will turn graduates into businessmen. Alan Cash is saying. That is it for the Daily Satellite this morning.
The insight. Akisoya blast government, says implementation of blanket-free SHS unintelligent. Also, Communication and Digitalization Ministry upgrades 25 post offices, refurbishes 25 others for expanded e-services. And the legacy of Zach Moose, how a father's determination shaped his daughter's future. WikiLeaks co-founder Julian Assange is free.
Yeah.
That's the other headline here.
After what? 13 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Julian Assange.
Charlie. Though there were implications in certain jurisdictions, it's just similar to the story you read, where a whistleblower decides to leak these documents. Yeah, usually from the Secret Service of the U.S., right?
Yes.
Which cited public figures walking in and out of the U.S. Embassy and singing like canary birds and snitching on all of us. Hey, WikiLeaks. But in this country, there are no repercussions. Yeah, those cited went on to take huge public positions and Charlie, larger in charge. Yeah. So
you see,
anyway, so the alpha generation and those of you who do not know about this, just go. The internet is replete with these stories. Just go and read.
That's all.
Yeah.
Time to update.
Yes, people who went there and what they said. Charlie, the Americans, they just put one small coffee or before you. And they start singing. Tonyum. And then they transfer them through cable services and then they go and then those. So this is those here on Ghana.
That's all.
Yeah, for if we have to get the current ones, you might be in as well. But of course, for the positive reasons.
Of course.
That you are on air every morning and you hold office holders accountable.
That's all.
Yeah, so then that will be the one that will be read about you.
And then same for Ibrahim.
Yeah, don't be any smoke anywhere. What have you?
King of mischief.
Hey, that was really the time of this lady. She has a very interesting name. The ambassador. Pamela Bridgewater.
Yes.
And she was indeed bridging the waters. Charlie.
Things are going.
And those days, Charlie, 1 month, one cocaine bust. 1 month, one cocaine, every Benjamin and Co. Hey, things happen though. Things happen.
Is it me here, Pooh?
Hey. Okay. I think all I should do a throwback. All I should do a throwback to the WikiLeaks days because Assange has been freed finally.
Yeah.
But the U.S. government was hot.
Hot.
Yeah, they were hot.
Hotter than hot.
Charlie, their president and what they said about one president and the other. Hey, Charlie, it's not easy.
And no mercy.
But anyway, it is what it is.
Hey. See, the link I'll just say. They didn't have many stories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 15 stories.
Wow.
From WikiLeaks.
Wow.
Let me just send you the link.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Dosia pan.
Oh, yeah, Dosia. Hey, people were hot.
Hotter than hot.
Yeah. So we won't give you the details, but we can give you names of the people who were mentioned. But I won't tell you what they said or what was said about them. So, Kwesi Pratt was mentioned.
Yeah.
Professor Kwesi.
The ones who went to sing.
No, not really. We are not segregating. We are not segregating. Professor Kwesi was mentioned. The president, of course, then the opposition leader, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was mentioned. Who else? I think the president then, of course, President Kufuor.
Yeah.
President Kufuor was equally mentioned, and a few others. Yeah. So that's basically it.
There were others too, but
there were others. In fact, the late President Mills was mentioned.
Yeah.
Fifi Kweti was mentioned.
Yes.
I think that's about it. I think that's about it.
That's more.
Okay, so mention. Me, I'm giving names. Yeah, mention.
A certain Kofi Boateng was mentioned.
Kofi Boateng was mentioned. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Victor Behutu was mentioned.
Victor Beho, the late Victor
Yes.
Beho. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Baba Jamal too was mentioned.
Baba Jamal was mentioned. Okay. Yes.
There was some conversation too about Hannah Tete.
Hannah Tete, yes.
Yeah.
That's about it.
That's about it, yeah.
Okay, go and read and find out more. Right. We've updated. You won't get this anywhere. We've updated you.
Julian Assange.
Some time passed.
Well, we have behind you. But you see, let's also note that was everything that was said in the Leagues Cup true?
Okay.
Because see, people
some of them were things we could all relate to. So like the cooking part, for instance, we were visibly watching what was happening, right? Yeah. So that one it goes without saying, right? There were stories about people's friends and what they were engaged or indulging in.
Yeah.
That one is just privileged information that you're going to share. I don't know how that was going to be helpful to. Okay, that was profiling candidate.
Profiling.
Okay. Yeah. I get that.
Anyway, Charlie, things happened.
Things had happened. Anyway, but Assange is a free man. At the point he became a Russian citizen here. Charlie. It's fortunate that they didn't kill him, but it created a lot of embarrassment for the U.S. government.
And he kept the white A4 sheet with the simple inscription.
Yeah.
Keep fighting.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Anyway, the Daily Guide this morning: Freddie Blade champions medical tourism, and he's been speaking. Okay. We'll play an interview we had on him as well today. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Says yes, the Sun put in a bid between $150 million to $200 million to do what Brian Champon almost did.
What does the Sun do?
He's a businessman.
What kind of businessman?
I'm sure
he will explain.
He will explain. If he doesn't explain, we'll ask him to explain further later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. Just that in this, when we talk about political quotation of dollars, we don't respect that currency. You see, when politicians are mentioning figures and those figures are in dollars, it comes to some level of disrespect.
Really?
$200 million. Do you know how much work we have to do to make $1 million?
It's a lot.
That's a point. Anyway. Bedia to Asante is ambassador at large. Wish him well. NDC not committed to free SHS bail. Afenya Markin. Spartan Eves debunks a Blackwest baseless claims. And Communication Ministry upgrades 25 post officers. That is it for the Daily Guide this morning.
The New Crusading Guide newspaper, Afenyo Markin dares minority to clarify position on free SHS bill. Work on Nima Paloma drains kickstarts. NPP UK YEF injects 1.2 million pounds into Baumia's campaign. And World Vision supports communities to fight malnutrition. UCC honors Yoko Boss. And Hassan Ayariga preaches peace between Kusasis and Mampusis.
The Chronicle is the final one I have.
Why were you scoffing?
I have that same story here.
Okay.
No, yeah. When the coach refuses to fail top players, he must be rehearsing excuses for defeat. That's a piece from Ebukwansa.
Okay.
And Department of Forensic Sciences of UCC, Anes Iyoko Boss. So, I think the Iyoko Boss has just, and I'm talking about COP2 Adodankwa. Taking over from Napo, Educhum, who else? The MPU boss, Mustafa Hamid. Yeah, so no award passes by without the name popping up. So yeah, Tiwa has been honored by the Department of Forensic Sciences, UCC. Yeah. Search for Baumia's running mate. Napo to breast the tape? Question. 3 surveys put him ahead of competitors. Government takes bold steps to mitigate flooding at Nkrumah Circle, etc. That's etal, etc. quotation for this morning. Matthew 6:10. Your kingdom come, your will be done. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Yeah.
So your kingdom come, the same as thy kingdom come. Your will be done on earth, same as thy will be done on earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. That's the very important aspect of the Lord's Prayer. The daily bread aspect is very, very important. Even though it's a prayer to God, you know very well that every morning your daily bread is in somebody's pocket.
Yep.
Yeah. You just have to find ways and means of getting it from the person's pocket into yours. Then it becomes daily bread. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why we use bread to represent sustenance. Why? Do you know why? Why is bread? Yeah, bread.
Daily bread.
Yeah.
I mean, look at every measure of breakfast that's had. There's some element of flour bread in there.
Bread, okay.
Across board.
Yeah.
So,
Even the Holy Communion, right? You use bread.
Yeah.
Abodo.
Yes.
To abodo gunsuneni. So like beka. So say empatari di bread na. Empatari di bread na. Still ubenya on sabeka, right? Because if you to abodo gunsuneni, I felt that like once you throw
the bread will come back.
No, you have to go and you meet it somewhere on your way, or no, because that's figuratively that's what it means. That put your bread on the sea or on the water, right? So tomorrow you receive it. So it means that the bread will be going. Then when you need it, when you need the bread. So in essence, what they are saying is that just feed the fish. And God will replenish you. Right? Why didn't they just say sweet for it like that? Feed the fish. Because trust me, there's no way you put the abodo.
It's not literal.
Okay.
It's not literal. You know it's not literal.
Oh.
You are just being mischievous. That's what time. Why you power?
Yeah, I said, time a meal or minutes are now.
Now, what you need to do for
a chuki. So that's it for the Chronicle this morning.
No problem. The informal newspaper 2024 elections. CPP missing in action. What is I'm hearing about? They not filling it.
Might not. The communications director.
Why?
Party says.
This will be the first time in the Fourth Republic, isn't it?
Yeah, they should just go and join the alliance. For they can join the alliance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Baumia campaign boosted with £1.2 million from NPP UK. Papavi Corps jailed 9 years. No illiterate polling agents, Mahama declares. And Fitch thumbs up Ghana, predicts expansion in economy. That's for the Informer newspaper.
Okay, I'm done.
You're done as well?
Yeah.
I guess I can take you online. This Assange thing has opened up a little bit. Man.
Yo, Sandy says bread is full of carbohydrates,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Which is easily absorbed and turns into energy. That fuels the body all through the day.
Sharp.
Oh, and create achoki pa.
Choke. All right. Charles Abugri calls for a Kenya-like protest in Ghana. Laments poor
leadership.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kaswa Winneba Highway construction. Traditional leaders in the Utu Budumbrem demand payment of compensation.
Yeah.
Mahama remains incorruptible. Joyce Mokhtari to Berefsin. Government declares all 443 containers with essential drugs at Tema Port. And Sports Minister outlines measure for maintenance of ultra-modern African Games facilities. All right. So, those are the headlines for StarFM.com. For City Newsroom this morning. Greater Accra will decide 2024 elections. Gamache. Okay.
Okay. The reason they didn't decide the 2021. Even though the opposition party won the region. But be it parliamentary or presidential, it didn't. And that's because one other region, which has always been a partner, that's your region. Central, decided to do skirts and blouse. Yeah, like by 70 years. The material was very big. the material for the skirt and blouse. How am I even sure that the material is not one of the things you are wearing?
They also react and say, oh, yeah, I said, whoa. Now you're in suit, so you are talking about my kaftan. You wear kaftan tomorrow, we shall see. Stop attacking soldiers. Other security officers can depart to Ghanaians. We must boldly end monetization of elections, Mark Menu. And minority boycott. Parliament to sit at 3 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Really? New direction.
Yeah, because court will have to be done before
he will return.
Yeah.
After forcing. Election 2024, Ghanaians have resolved to make Bawumia president. That's according to Miracles Abuachi. Labadi Beach Front.
It's a resolution. Yeah, resolution. Okay.
It was all kind of my own.
No, but like it's a resolution. So the elections, okay, that will be an affirmation. If Ghanaians have resolved, it means it's a resolution. And usually resolutions are binding. You know that, right?
Oh, it's not really binding.
Resolutions
people resolve to do things in January. By June, they have abandoned it.
Oh, okay.
So that one.
So that's why you're telling me that.
No.
Oh.
You have asked for a resolution.
Why are you defending yourself?
Now you have said something and then I'm telling you asked for a resolution, I've explained, I tell you defend yourself, just say, you now, I'll take your bit again. If you ask me for the place of it, I will take it cry again. What is my Lamadi Beach Front was lawfully leased to my son, Freddie Blade.
Oh, but I thought you said the son had nothing to do with it.
I said it was lawfully leased to my son.
Oh, okay. Because you threatened, like, a black was to retract, or he will have to answer in court. And I remember a black was daring him that let's meet in court.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said they had nothing to do with it. Okay, no
I said it was lawfully leased to my son.
Okay, no problem.
Propaganda won't help NEC win election 2024. Miracles replies Professor Pokwajiman. And Mahama is incorruptible. False accusations won't tarnish his image. Bawa Mokhtari is saying so. Okay, all right. That's for City Newsroom this morning.
Yeah, so that will be it for the
News Review. Quick break when we're back. Check out what's in the courts. We have a special guest this morning. All right?
Yeah, Odike.
Odike is in the house. We'll get talking.
We'll find out whether he's now freely able to go to Mensia.
Yes.
Or not.
Yes. And also
Yeah,
me kakra me pie boy. And also all right, we're back after the break. Stay with us.
It's what the piano will me phone.